Hey, from the UK. We left about an hour late in the end, which, considering the thunder and lightning and extreme amount of rain, I thought was pretty blooming good. It's a bit bumpy, but nothing out of the ordinary. Albert was quite sick. He doesn't tend to get travel sick, so I am putting that down to just extreme tiredness and hot. It was really hot on that flight. So, but other than that, they coped really well. They both slept for a while. So yeah, it was a night flight. There's nothing great about it, but it wasn't horrendous. No, we're home. I think we've all just fallen asleep for a while. What is it now? Oh, 3:30 UK time, so I think long lazy baths and supper and whatnot's called for. And I got my dog back. Come here. Up. Come on. No. I'm just gonna cuddle. Look at this boy. I don't feel too blue at the moment. Obviously it's always nice to get back home. I forgot how beautiful my kitchen was. But I have no doubt that will set in. I look at our wall, our Orlando wall that we spent 14 months. Well, that's a lie actually, we didn't spend 14 months building it because we only made it public a couple of months ago, but we've spent all this time researching and booking and whatnot. So that's a bit weird. Oh. Baby. I got my boy. I got my boy. Hello, Ricky. I got my boy. Oh. Oh. In his spot, although he won't be allowed to stay there. It's just where he goes for a huggle. Well, here we are. I don't know what time it is. It might be 9 o'clock. Everyone's coped quite well, actually, on the whole. But it's definitely time for bed now. I can hear Felicity giggling, so she's clearly happy to be back, able to communicate with her friends. I do remember that feeling. I remember he's gone. I remember the need to keep in touch with my friends as often as possible. I can remember going on holiday and feeling cut off. And I wasn't anywhere near as sociable a person as she was. There was a group of about 4 of us. Hang on a minute, 5 of us. Me, Liz, Nicola, Naomi and Alexis. 5 of us who predominantly hung out together. Although we all got on with lots of other people as well. I can remember missing them. Of course, this was before mobile phones. So I remember it and I understand it, but it still frustrates me. So I'm quite pleased that she's back in her own little world, and I don't need to accommodate it for the time being. Mr. Riley's given up and come to bed as well. Yeah. We have just watched the first of our Florida vlogs. And number one, I looked at it thinking that was really badly done. I should have cut that out. That was a bit rubbish. Stop yawning, Elizabeth. In fairness, obviously I was in a new location, having just done long travel, blah, 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 blah. But the second thing that I realised was how amazing it felt when we arrived, and I'd sort of forgotten that. It just felt incredible, out of this world, breathtaking. And the third thing I realised was how sad it makes me. So I've asked Paul very kindly if we can not watch any more tonight. Both of us have independently from each other, without mentioning it to the other person, already Googled prices for next year. Not that there's any way on earth we could afford to do it. So today's offering will be extremely short, not remotely sweet. Hopefully the next day or two we'll catch up with ourselves and we'll get back into a routine of some kind of regular stuff. Technically Albert and Dorothy go back to school tomorrow. I don't think there is any way on earth they're going to cope with that. But I shall cross that bridge in the morning. And I've still got the other two home for a while. But that's okay. I've got my dog. And my bed. So, thank you for joining us on our holiday. Don't go anywhere. For all you know, we will have some other secret plan that we have yet to reveal that will be interesting to watch, and it won't just be a slightly grumpy family from Hampshire living a slightly dull life.
We just have our Merlin passes.
We do still have our Merlin passes, so there you go. That's a good point. I am being sarcastic because I, on the whole, rather like my life actually. But if you have joined us because of Disney World, keep watching because we do have Merlin passes. So we do theme park reasonably regularly. Not that it's remotely anything like Disney World, but I'm waffling now. I'm obviously tired. Can already feel my head filling up with things I need to do. Stuff that I've put to one side for a few weeks. What?
You looking at me?
You're looking at me. He's getting undressed.
That's because you reduced our subscriber level.
Rubbish. Right, I'm going to say goodnight now because all this is mutterings of interspersed with yawns and can't possibly be interesting. Don't leave. How many weeks did I say you had to stay for? I don't believe I settled on a figure. 4. Stay for 4 weeks. 4. 4. 1. Ha ha ha. 2.
Oh God, she's lost the marbles now.
Yeah.